So you're moving to Missouri and you don't know what this state is gonna be like. Are there weird things about Missouri and Missourians?
Probably.
We can help you with that. Today, we're talking about 10 of the weirdest facts about Missouri.
Ooh.
Stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe right down below because we make a new video every single week. You're gonna wanna get notified. Also, if you're coming to Missouri, if you're moving to Warrensburg or Whiteman Air Force Base, do not hesitate to reach out and give us a call because we love talking to people. We know tons about this state and we're realtors, so we have the scoop on houses.
Yep.
Phone number, address, all the things. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Today, I managed to dig up 10 of the weirdest facts about Missouri.
I'm so excited.
And I didn't tell her about them either.
I don't know them yet.
And we're gonna talk about them.
Yay.
Here we go. And I'm starting out with number 10 and we're gonna work our way down to number 1 because number 1 is a doozy.
The weirdest?
The weirdest.
I'll
Okay.
be the judge of that.
Here we go. Starting number 1. Missouri was actually named after a tribe of Sioux Indians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called
That
the
makes
Missouris.
sense because there's like Osage Beach and
Yeah, it was part of a much larger tribe that came from the Great Lakes region, and then they came down here in the 1500s.
So what was the name of them?
Missouris. The Missouris.
I feel like it was pronounced different.
I'm sure it was, and I apologize to all of the Native Americans.
Yeah, we're just
who-
gonna throw that out there. However it's supposed to be pronounced.
I am not pronouncing it correctly. I did try to Google that though.
How was it? You didn't find it?
No, I didn't find it, but
How rude.
I thought that was really cool.
That
though.
is interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah. And then, because especially when we were younger, especially like on our family land, arrowheads, you just find so much cool stuff.
We were told we'd find them.
I
I don't know that we actually ever found them. It was always just like our grandpa trying to throw us out in the yard for a few hours.
I
To
think
look
you're
for
probably
arrowheads.
right, but still, they were there.
In theory.
But anyway, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So Missouri is named after
I like
a
that.
tribe. Mhm.
Very cool.
Moving on, number 9. Missouri is the show me state.
Yeah. We all know that.
And so that was a quote began by Willard Duncan Vandevar.
Ooh.
I mean, the name right there.
Yeah.
Willard Duncan Vandevar.
He sounds fancy.
He wanted people to know that people in Missouri were not gullible. We mean business.
Oh, so it's like put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, like
Okay.
don't mess with us Missourians.
I always thought it was like the show me state.
Of course you did.
I mean, I never really thought about it that much, but
Yeah.
that's the only time I've ever referred to it.
Yeah, boobies.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's to let people know we're serious and not gullible.
Yeah.
There you go.
Put your money where your mouth is. Show me the money.
Moving on, number 8. Did you know that the Missouri River is the longest river in the United States?
I think that I've heard that before and then I forgot it, but now I'm learning it again.
Yeah. So it is 2,341 miles long.
Oh.
We beat out the Mississippi River by 1 mile.
Take that, Mississippi.
2,340 miles long, Mississippi River.
Yeah.
Suck it.
Who's ever even heard of you? Not me. I know the Missouri River.
That's
I
right.
know the good river.
We have,
I know people kayak it.
yeah.
Like that's a thing to kayak the whole Missouri River that people do.
It's crazy actually going down the rabbit hole because I've done so many videos about, you know, how much shoreline and rivers and lakes. We have over 534 lakes in Missouri and countless rivers, countless.
Wow. Oh yeah, I mean, floating on rivers is such a thing here.
Big
and
deal.
It's so fun.
It is.
Like I never heard of a float trip until we moved to Missouri.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've probably been on a dozen float trips and they're super fun. Like it's a great time.
Magical.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah, basically, for those of y'all who have never been on a Missouri float trip,
Woo.
you show up at a campsite, you rent a cabin if you're fancy and don't want to sleep on the ground in a tent.
Yep.
Oh, college. And then you rent either a kayak, a canoe, or a giant inflatable raft.
Yeah.
you bring a cooler with snacks and beverages, and you float down the river for a day.
You always show up somewhere, and some like super jolly man with a school bus takes you
to the top of the river.
To the top of the river, and then picks you up at the bottom and asks you if you had a good time.
Yeah, every single time, no fail.
It's the same man in a different body every time.
Oh, but it's so fun. Yeah, you wake up at like super early. Yeah. You get on the river, you get your raft, you get your life vest that you don't put on, but you should.
Some sandwiches.
You got sandwiches, you got beverages.
Slap the bag.
Oh, slap the bag. So you have to bring a wine bag and it's slap the baby. You got to slap the baby or slap the bag. So you get a box of wine.
I don't really understand the point of it, but I know you just drink out of the bag and then for some reason you slap it.
And then you chuck it to a person in the next raft.
College.
Very not sanitary.
Ew, yeah, no.
Oh, float trips. But you don't have to do these things with alcohol involved. They can just be a wonderful day of floating down a beautiful river with your kids, which we've also done.
I used to go and just kayak the rivers. And you can find some gorgeous, like, little streams and waterfalls and like crystal blue water.
Yeah.
So you don't have to just like slap bags and have jolly men and school buses drive you around. There's also a lot of beautiful just nature to be had on the rivers.
Yeah, and you find beautiful grottos.
Yeah.
So, big fan. Yeah. Oh, I digress. We went off on a tangent, but what can you do?
It happens.
So here's a good one. Number 7. Okay. Did you know that we have a state dinosaur?
Shut up. Shut up.
We do. It's the Hadrosaur.
Oh my goodness.
Google it.
I want to see one right now.
Google Hadrosaur.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to put this up on the screen behind us so y'all can see.
I never know this?
What a Hadrosaur is.
I am so upset that I never knew this.
Hadrosaur.
We have just had a state dinosaur.
Yeah.
Like, no one ever asked you, what's your state's dinosaur? Because I didn't know you could ask someone that.
Now you know. We have a state dinosaur.
Hadrosaurus?
Yeah.
It's the Hadrosaurus.
Oh. Isn't that cool?
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
He's a herbivore.
Yeah, he's a very cool dinosaur. But yeah, there you go.
Oh my goodness.
So make sure when you move to Missouri, you know what your state dinosaur is.
This is the greatest thing I've ever discovered. I'm so happy right now.
You're welcome. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
Number 6. Did you know, Nina, the Missouri state capitol has been burned down twice and rebuilt 3 times?
Gee, I actually kind of knew that because I was photographing a wedding there. And the whole reason they had their wedding there was because they wanted photos at the Missouri State Capitol, and it had recently been caught on fire and was being rebuilt.
Yeah, it burned down 3 times. The second time it burned down was because it got struck by lightning.
Oh. Well, there you go. They should probably do some, you know,
anti-lightning measures.
And they just throw some rods up there or something. Isn't that how that works?
I have no idea.
Catch the lightning and put it wherever it goes.
They should have asked me. I don't know if that's a thing.
Because I could tell them, like, you just need more lightning rods.
Oh my good gosh.
I'm not sure what a lightning rod does, but I feel like they need them.
Probably. But yeah, so state capitol 3 times.
Yeah.
Interesting. Moving on, here is, now this is a thing of great debate, depending on what generation you are, how old you are, and how long you've lived here.
Okay.
Is it Missouri?
Oh no.
Or Missouri? Now if you were our father, you'd be like, it's Missouri, I gotta go wash my hands and then go to the toilet.
With a washcloth.
With a washcloth. Both are valid. I found out. I actually looked it up. Both are the right ways to say. It is Missouri, and it's also Missouri.
It's not. It's not. No one ever needs to say Missouri again.
You're going to make so many people mad.
Canceled. Isn't that what the internet does now, is cancel things? So let's just cancel that.
Oh, there's going to be so many over 65 people that are going to be sending strongly worded handwritten letters to your house.
Come at me, bro. Because it's Missouri.
It's both.
No. There's no A at the end. There's no AH.
I gotta wash my hands.
Oh my gosh. Next.
I love it. Okay, moving on. This is a big one, number 4. So this is actually like a legit story.
Okay, right.
So back in the early 2000s, the KKK insisted upon adopting a highway. They wanted to sponsor a section of a highway to clean up the trash. And this went all the way up to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court were like, listen, we are Americans. If you want to clean trash up on this highway, you have those rights in our Constitution, sure. But now this is the wonderfully brilliant part. The Missouri Department of Transportation was like, okay, bro, KKK, if you want to have a highway sign that says you're going to clean this up, we're going to change the name of the entire highway to the Rosa Parks Highway. So they did. There is a giant section that was changed to the Rosa Parks Highway, and that was the section that the KKK had their sign on, and they were forced to clean it up until they finally stopped, and then they were booted out. That is some serious, like,
I like that.
Loopholes right there.
I feel very like
stick it to you.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it was,
I love anyone sticking it to those awful people. I'm sorry if that offends you, but honestly, I'm not sorry if that offends you.
Not even slightly. But yeah, so the Department of Transportation in Missouri basically got like the best revenge ever. They couldn't do anything about their sign until they finally booted them.
They might as well have just put up a sign that said, "Suck it, losers."
Yes.
Clean up this trash. I hope they just went out and like threw trash every once in a while.
I mean, I would never
call them up and been like,
trash.
"Hey, there's new trash out there." It's just like anti-KKK literature that they litter there.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
So they have to pick it up.
But yeah, eventually then they got, 2 years later, they got booted because I guess they didn't even pick the trash up good. So.
Shocker.
Shocking facts.
So shocked that they didn't do a good job because they seem like such upstanding citizens in every other way.
Oh man, I'm gonna get hate mail. It's gonna be awesome.
There's some controversial stuff on here.
I know, there is, but
you didn't warn me.
I wanted to make it interesting.
Hey, I like it.
Here we go. Okay, so number 3, this one is also controversial. So Missouri actually hosted the Olympics. The first time the Olympics was ever hosted in 1904. And it was the very first one
winter or summer?
To be hosted in, it was Summer Olympics in America.
I don't even know why I asked that.
It's a good question though.
I mean, what are they gonna ski here?
It was a disaster. It was so bad. Though there was one guy with a wooden leg that won 3 gold medals.
I love him.
And I think that's awesome. But the rest of it was like a disaster. The state fair was going on at around the same time. So they just basically made it into this big crazy spectacle. And it was just like bad. Bad. But we did host the Olympics for the first time in America.
Hey, go us.
And someone with a wooden leg won 3 gold medals. So that's kind of awesome.
I love that person.
That part is great. Yeah. Okay, on to number 2.
Okay, ooh, getting close to the end.
Yeah. Do you know that one of the greatest dessert treats ever made, the waffle cone, when you put ice cream in it, was invented at the state fair in Missouri?
I thought it was in New York City.
Listen, I did the Google and it said Missouri hosted the state fair. And that was where the waffle cone was created.
I knew it was created because an ice cream man ran out of cups. And the waffle man next to him was like, well, I'll just make you a cup out of this waffle. But I've always heard it was in New York City.
Lies! Possibly true.
I like this fact, but I just feel like it might have been stolen.
I think that maybe.
What the heck?
Now we gotta look. Now we gotta look because my research.
Please hold. Where was the waffle cone invented? I can't type. How do I have fingers?
St. Louis World Fair.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
Suck it, New York.
He was Syrian. Ernest A. Humwee in 1904 at St. Louis World's Fair. It is the same story that I'd always heard.
But it happened
in St. Louis.
Yeah. You know what also happened in St. Louis during the World Fair? That one serial killer who had built that giant big house is crazy and then murdered tons and tons of people and no one ever reported it until later because they all went to the state fair and just disappeared. I wonder if he had a waffle cone.
Probably. Seems like a serial killer thing to do.
Yes, it definitely does.
Actually, I don't think so. I feel like serial killers wouldn't like sweet things. I don't know. They're just like, to me, I feel like they'd be savory people. Like they just want to eat meat. Like well-seasoned raw meat.
This just went to a deep, dark place.
You might have serial killers. When I think of serial killers, I think of just like eating a bowl of raw hamburger.
Ugh. I mean, yeah? Huh.
Okay.
Stay fair.
I don't think of waffle cones, that's for sure.
That's how they get you. That's how the serial killers get you.
Such a happy
like,
thing.
Come see my waffle cones in this van.
No, waffle cones are so happy. Yeah, maybe they would entice you with a waffle cone.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look at this fresh, delicious waffle cone I have that was invented in St. Louis.
Yeah, that's probably how the serial killer guy got all those people in his hotel.
Cones.
Waffle cones. Watch out, people. We're down to number one, numero uno. So this one was really, really interesting. So Missouri set the record for the worst earthquake in the United States at 7.5 to 8.8 on the Richter scale.
So there was Missouri had earthquakes.
Yeah. It was way back in the day. It was on February 7th, 1812. Ooh. The first earthquake happened, and it was like a 7.5, and then continuing aftershocks got worse up to 8.8. At which point, a violent series of earthquakes causes a fluvial tsunami, and I had to Google that. It's a river tsunami. So it literally made the Mississippi River flow backwards.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was so like intense. The earthquake and then the aftershocks were so intense that it made the Mississippi River flow backwards for hours.
And then Missouri dinosaurs came out of the water.
Probably.
No, that's crazy. I didn't know that there could even be an earthquake here.
Well, it was near Missouri, but it said church bells rang in Boston, thousands of miles away. Ooh. Yeah, brick walls were toppled in Cincinnati. The Mississippi River water turned brown and whirlpools developed suddenly from the depressions creating in the riverbed. Waterfalls were created in an instant. The river flowed backwards for hours, and this is crazy. Many of the small islands in the middle of the river often used as bases by river pirates, which is awesome. Permanently disappeared. Bad. In large lakes such as Redfoot Lake in Tennessee and Big Lake at the Arkansas-Missouri border were created. So this giant earthquake and the succeeding aftershocks literally created lakes and areas, and that to me is like mind-blowing. Why did we not learn this when we were younger?
Well, it was in the 1800s.
And also, why didn't we learn more about river pirates?
That's a good question.
Which were rampant in Missouri.
I feel like we need to do a video about river pirates.
Yeah, I learned actually.
And we can wear pirate outfits.
Oh, that would be fun. Half of the time that I spent learning about this series of giant earthquakes in the 1800s, I actually spent reading about pirates.
I would too.
Because I was like, hold on, wait, pirates?
Oh, cool, there was an earthquake. Wait, there were pirates?
So many pirates. So the next video we need to do is all about the pirates in Missouri.
River pirates.
There were lots of river pirates.
Yo ho, yo ho. My kids think I wrote that song.
That's amazing. And I would take full credit as well.
I mean, I do.
So there you go. A lot of crazy things, a lot of weird facts about Missouri right there.
Yeah.
What was your favorite?
Dinosaur.
I mean,
There's
have
a state dinosaur. Does your state have a dinosaur random person on the internet? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably not.
Probably not. Not as cool as ours.
Yeah, ours is, I already forgot the name of it, but
Hadrosaur.
I love it. Hadrosaur.
Hadrosaur. Yeah.
I want to call it the Hadrosaur.
Hadrosaur. Oh, that would be cool.
It's just a Hadrosaur. It is cool.
Well, thank you guys for watching our video about the cool 10 facts about Missouri. Honestly, the more that I delve into Missouri, or really any state, it's like you find such cool information about the place we live. Very neat.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I have learned so much.
You're welcome.
I forgot all of it. Just kidding.
And if you're moving here, do not hesitate to reach out, talk to us.
Yeah.
We love, for example, I talked to someone yesterday who's actually in Las Vegas, and they're coming to Whiteman Air Force Base.
Were they at the Super Bowl?
They actually, well, not at the Super Bowl, but they did watch the Super Bowl in Las Vegas because they're from Las Vegas, and that was really cool. They were telling me about it. Literally, actually, they called me and were like, Eva, we're coming to Warrensburg. We're from Las Vegas. And I was like, awesome. Tell me all about Las Vegas and the Super Bowl.
Did you see Patrick and Brittany? Are they your besties now?
Oh, but so I talk to people from all over the world who are coming here who not only do we help them buy houses, but I mean just the little facts, the little things to know about our state and our town before you get here. Makes moving a lot easier.
It's fun.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe right down below. Boop, because we make a new video every week. And we'll see you next week. Bye.